Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to 2 Point Museum. We are back in Bungle Wasteland and we've kind of sorted out the profit issues. We are making a nice little bit of money. We have unlocked the Upper Antiquity Archives from our new gift shop where we've sold over $750 within minutes of it being set up. We also have 2 out of 3 different themes because of our Mudbury Festival sign, I think it is, or at least some of the general exhibits we have on display. And I have a little bit of a trick to get that third one. It involves using the exhibit showcase that has popped up here because that is an art exhibit and that will be our third one. So it means I don't yet have to specialize. So there we go. While you were opening the new museum, I was finding my old Bungle key card. See, we're both helping. The security clearance should take you all the way to Allotment Labs. Bring back one of those sickly pairs for analysis. So we have another expedition that is complete. This was to surplus supplies and it's our last one to make that a fully surveyed area, which is great. So if we have a look at our expeditions here, you can see, as promised, pristine now at surplus supplies and awful quarry, as well as maxed out at Bungle Burrows, where you can get 3 perks as well as a workshop project. We have the Bungle security door ready to go, but we also have the Upper Antique Archives, where we'll pick up 2 different classic contraptions. We are going to unlock that now, and we are going to be able to start sending expeditions there. Now we can get scientific storage, which gives us a 15% experience boost, and subterranean tremor, which is an injury. We are going to send Bruce, no we're not, we're going to send... yeah, we'll send Bruce Fopp. Bruce Fopp removes that and we can then, we don't have any survey scanners left. But we will make this first one a detailed expedition and it costs us $3,000. We will take the haggling handbook just to reduce the cost of that a little bit and off they go. Now we can also unlock that security door. Our best visit, 250 buzz. We've already done that. We need to install 3 perks, get a monthly profit of $750 over 3 months, find and analyze a sickly pair, and unlock the Bungle security door. Now, to do the analysis, we need an analysis room, which we don't yet have. So I'm going to go to my workshop and I'm going to start a new project. We have the spar point level 3 unlocked. We are going to bring that up and get that created now. Then we're going to go to our original spar point once that's been done and sell that. That is the spar point level 2. We have a shiny sticker, which is great, but not too, it's not something that I'm particularly focused on, but we have done really well to get around that. We have the Twisted Torso statue for 146 more days, and if I look at my sponsors, you can see they are bringing in a lot of money. So that has been particularly useful for us. Our gift shop isn't going to stay in this place, and I'm probably going to move it at a later date because right now this all looks a little bit of a mess, so we're going to need to sort that out very soon. But we've made a nice bit of money so far, and I think we've kind of arrested the issues that we were having. We currently have an expedition in progress over there. We do need to go to the invention records as well, which involves us installing 5 perks, but we can now go here. We have the Bungle keycard, we've got a science expert, so we can clear this expedition right now. Stepping on pairs gives us an injury. There's not a lot we can do about that unless we have another member of our science team go instead, so maybe we should do that. I think we probably need a new expert to come in, really, and we don't have anybody who is a science expert right now, so we'll let that run a little bit longer. We have unlocked the next part of the Jab Maestro, which is great, so we'll attach that now, and then we will go straight back out there and keep going. We've unlocked spar point 3, which is, we've actually constructed our spar point level 3, so we can get rid of this spar point, open our inventory, and place the level 3 version. That is brilliant. So that increases a buzz to maximum. We can also start attaching some perks now. We've got anti-rust, so we're going to add that on straight away. That will give us it will stop that rusting, or it'll stop that getting dirty or whatever, and it will reduce the amount of time it takes for it to, it will take longer and it will reduce it by 25%. That perk will stop it getting filthy and needing cleaned as much. That was the worst way to explain that, but I finally got there. You understand me, I hope. Right, so we need a minimum rank of level 3, and we could do with 5 to get that sorted. We'll take Orlando Pilfer, which removes being lost in the labs. We require the key card to go. We're just going to take the risk with the injury and send that expedition away. Then then we can go on another expedition to the Upper Antiquity Archives, where hopefully we will get the flying machine. We'll take Bruce Fopp and we will give him the haggling handbook. We'll make it detailed and off they go. Now, I do have enough money now really to set up a new workshop project creating the survey scanners, so we'll do that. We'll create 10 more of those at a cost of $25,000, but that's fine. It's a small outlay for what we are hoping to achieve, and that is really good. We made $10,000 profit this month, and the more of the Jab Maestro we unlock, the better, because that buzz will go up, which will mean our profits from that will increase. We could also now really analyze the Jab Maestro to maximize the knowledge on that as well, which gives us further boosts to it and gets a better education rating for our guests as they are making their way through this museum. We've unlocked Allotment Labs, which is brilliant. We can now get that sickly pear. Now, I think for the sickly pear, though, we actually need a botany expert. So let's have a quick look at that expedition once we're available to do it. We need to find and analyze a sickly pear. This is a botany exhibit. We have unlocked it now, and you can see if we go there, we need a botany expert. We don't have that yet. I didn't really want to bring one in here, but we have to do it for the sake of our development. Victoria Pigmento is a bookworm. Birch Synthesis Moreau has photographic memory, so that is a great botany hire. We'll bring them in, and we also have another part of the flying machine to attach to our exhibit, which is great. So if I have a quick look at my current botany, my current science experts, you can see we have a rapid restoration and an analysis. Now that's great. But if I have a look at Victoria Pigmento, being a bookworm is good. Norman Wielder has come in and is also a bookworm. I guess increasing Victoria's training speed is good. We will give them, let's give them survey skills. So we'll give one of them survey skills, and then we will hire the next one, Norman Wielder, and we'll give Norman survival skills. Yeah, that will do, because we're probably going to need those for some of the deeper levels of this area, so that's fine. We now have a new survey scanner. We're making money, so that's fine. Once we get to a point where we're going to start losing money, that could be disastrous. We don't want to get to a point where we are losing money. Our average monthly profit over 3 months has been $750. We've still got some perks that we need to install, and I can install another one on the spar point level 3, but it already has anti-rust, so we should do a new expedition to the Bungle Burrows to see if we can grab a very quick and very cheap, let's take not the first aid kit, we're going to take the haggling handbook. We are going to drop out Bruce Fopp. Well, they're in training, so we're going to have to take Bruce anyway. We might get chopper damage unless we take Imogen Pugwash, so that's good. That eliminates that. We could still get lost in the labs, but with this being a speedy expedition, we should come back with a perk very quickly. We can then attach that to our new exhibit. Quarterly crime report has been good. We should actually as well, our exhibit showcase will be finished pretty soon, I would imagine. 44 days left on that, so we'll get a bonus from that, which means if I have a quick look at my analysis room, that is 42,000, so that will be fine. We can place that, and we'll just have to do a little bit of moving around of this staff room, potentially moving it into one of the corners so I can fit in my analysis chamber. Once that's done, we can start analyzing these exhibits that we're pulling and boosting the knowledge level of those items, which will be very, very useful. So let's go back again. We did just get a buzz boost, so we can attach that perk to the spar point level 3. That is a very, very good start, or a very good progression, I guess. Now we could actually, well, we can't actually, because we haven't got the remainder of these unlocked. But once they're unlocked, they'll be pristine, which means we can attach stuff to them. I don't want to put anything on the sprinkler pump. Now, to unlock the next part of the sprinkler pump, we need to display 10 botany exhibits. So that doesn't really work right now, because I don't have the 10 botany exhibits to put down, which means I can't actually unlock that next tier yet. It's something that we can do. but at the moment we're not too worried about it. We could just install some extra perks now. We could also just go back off on another expedition to the Bungle Burrows and see what happens there. We need 5 perks to unlock that area, so that's probably not going to happen today. We will go back to the Upper Antique Archives. We'll take Orlando Pilfer. He'll go unless Victoria Pigmento is going to go with a survey scanner. We'll risk the injury. That gives us a 100% boost to our survey level, which is fantastic. It really doesn't matter though, because these are parts of an exhibit, so it doesn't really help us having a maxed out survey level. We're not going to get pristine because it's different pieces of the same exhibit, so they add up to a pristine area. You don't just get a fully complete exhibit, so it doesn't really matter too much, but I like to boost the survey level as best I can. Our Twisted Torso statue is done and we've got a reward for that, which means we can finally place our analysis room, so we're going to do that now. If we add in my blueprint here, you can see it does require quite a bit of space, so I'm going to place it down here for now. We're then going to pick up our staff room and we're just going to move it into the bottom corner here, which means I'm going to have to move a few things around in this space, so it can go there. We will get rid of that, and that means we've got to move a couple of things. So the TV is going to need to go here, and then I think it's the rug that we need to move. We'll place that there, and then this little painting needs to be moved as well. Staff notice board, sorry, needs to be moved. That puts the staff room back, and that's good. That can then get placed down there, and then we can move our analysis room by picking that up into this corner right here. But again, we need to just make a few adjustments by moving this, and then the crate is going to go here, and we'll move that notice board along, then take that chunk out and confirm, and then sink it in right there. Perfect. So our analysis room is up and running, and then we just need to add in some partition walls back into this. That's done. And then we'll open our crate. What have we got now? Another part of the Jab Maestro, which is perfect. Right, we are now almost complete. We've got 2 more bits of the Jab Maestro, 3 more bits of the flying machine, so we can head back out on a new expedition. Again, going to the Upper Antique Archives. We'll send Orlando Pilfer, I guess, because Victoria Pigmento is recovering from Broken Face. Norman Wielder can go, actually, to get the boost to his training speed. We'll give him detailed. We'll take a survey scanner. That'll put us into the pristine level. I'm only doing it for completionist's sake, just to be clear. I know, like I've already said, that I'm not going to get a pristine exhibit straight off the bat there. Now, Allotment Labs, we can send our botany expert, Birch Synthesis Moreau there. Now, they might get impaired. We need survival skills, unfortunately. So we're going to have to train Birch in survival skills, because I do not want MIA, so that will get done first, which is a shame because he has photographic memory and it would have been nice to be able to boost that survey level as high as possible, but we can't do anything about that, and I'm not going to take the risk. I've already had 1 MIA, I think, on this run so far, so that wasn't really great. So we'll just have to deal with that. 1 more perk needed though. So do we have an exhibit free? Yes, we do. We are going to go back to Bungle Burrows. We'll make it a speedy expedition. We'll send whoever we have available, and we will take a haggling handbook. Off they go. That'll come back with a new perk, which we can then install again on the spar point level 3, which completes the next objective. Then our sickly pair will come back once the training is done. Get that, analyze it, and then we can move on with the next objective. So from making very little progress in our first episode here at Bungle Wasteland, we've managed to really recover things, and we're making a nice bit of profit. I really didn't want to go and diversify the exhibits that we have here by unlocking a new theme immediately, so being able to put in like a general exhibit and then have the art exhibit come in, that was really useful. And actually, it wouldn't have been able to do that if they hadn't been reclassified, those exhibits, as art pieces, because they were previously just general exhibits. So now that they've been reclassified, it's made the start of this easier, and you don't have to move into that diversified portfolio at an early phase, because having multiple staff and multiple exhibits can be quite difficult to manage. We get the built-in speaker put in there, and that ticks off another objective. Then we can head off to Allotment Labs, where we are going to send our botany expert. It removes that event. We could still get an injury, but I'm okay with that. We will take the survey scanner to boost our survey level. That takes us up 75%, and it's a new botany exhibit which we can place down, or we may just analyze it. I don't know if we need to actually display it. We just need to find and analyze it. This is going to be our third perk being installed right now, and we will send another expedition to the Upper Antique Archives. I'm not going to give this one a survey scanner. Actually, I will. And Victoria Pigmento can go. We'll make it detailed, and that will put that up to maximum, which is perfect. And then we can just send speedy expeditions over there quickly as possible to boost the knowledge using our analysis machine. And if I can just build all of the parts in one go and then analyze the whole thing, I'll max out the knowledge on these exhibits straight away, which will be really useful because we can get the flying machine and the jab maestro bringing in a lot of money. It's not worth us doing tours yet. We don't have a lot of stuff going on here, so that doesn't really help us at all. Anyway, while the rest of the team explores an abandoned lab, one team member accidentally locks themselves in a freezer while trying to find ice cream. Let's keep them warm with survival skills, giving us a nice experience boost. So that's worked out quite well for us. Having that person there with survival skills not only saves the MIA event, but helps us out in the event of those dilemmas. So that's really, really good going. They'll come back, hopefully. We've got a sickly pair coming back, and that'll be the first thing we analyze in our new analysis room. So it's working out pretty well for us. I'm very pleased with this. It started out a little bit janky, but we've done very well to recover it, and it's all pretty much thanks to these, really, because look at the monthly revenue. We've, like, lifetime, just under 10,000 from the bin and 26,000 from the Mudbury Festival sign. They are in prime locations, so that doesn't really surprise me. We're coming back from Allotment Labs now and the archives as well, so that's worked out very well. Two very timely returns, and it's another part of the Jab Maestro which we can attach to our exhibit, making that now epic. We've just got one more for that and two more for the flying machine. We can then open this crate, and it is the sickly pair which we'll send to our inventory. Then we can analyze that immediately in the analysis room. We need a staff member to go in there. I think our current staff member is injured, so once they've nursed themselves back to health, they can go and do that. Meanwhile, to the Upper Antique Archives we go for another go at this. We'll take the haggling handbook this time. We don't have the risk of an injury, so we can just go and we'll make it speedy. We don't have any survey progress, but it's fine because we've maxed it out. So we'll get that done now. And then over here with our rented Bungle helipad, we'll have a look at where else we can go. It looks like it's just going to be Allotment Labs, so we don't really have anybody who can go to that because our botany expert is otherwise indisposed. So we'll leave that. No expeditions at the moment, unless we have a look at our inventory and see what items we have. We've got metal and we've got plenty of whirlycogs, so maybe we should go and get a little bit more metal. So we'll send somebody off to the awful quarry, just a janitor, and we will make it a very quick expedition. No, we'll not. We'll make it detailed, but we will also take the haggling handbook to bring the cost down, and they'll come back gradually with some more metal for us. The sickly pair is currently being analysed, which is great, and that will complete this next set of objectives. So it's all working out very well, and this has been a good start. Obviously, we need to redevelop this. It's not looking very good at all, but that doesn't bother me too much. Let's have a look. Another part of the flying machine is done. We've got to wait for that to be repaired, but that really won't take long. We are 28, nearly 30% of the sickly pair analysis is done, and we can send another trip out once our helicopter is repaired. That was very quick. I've called the janitor. I thought it was finished. He's not finished, but now he is. Excellent. Right, off we go back to the Upper Antique Archives. We'll autofill. We'll take the haggling handbook, and we will again make it speedy. We'll take the risk with the chopper damage. That's fine. And off they go. Now, I wonder if I should bring in another one of these. Okay, Florent microscope slide. Increases analysis speed, gets the survey skills boost. Is it worth bringing them in? I don't I don't really think so. But we now have more metal, 175 metal. And another exhibit returns. What has this one got for us? It is another part of the Jab Maestro, and that makes our Jab Maestro pristine. Perfect. Right, we got to go back because this time we need the final piece of the flying machine. We're sending Norman, and we are going to take the haggling handbook. We're going to make it speedy. The chopper didn't get damaged this time, so that's really good. 63% on the sickly pair, but they're taking a break. I think we just bring in Florent there. Put them in. They have an increased analysis speed, so this is going to fly through, and then that will actually help us with maxing out the level over here as well. Although what we could do is in our prehistory museum, we could go to the allotment labs with our botany experts from there and get that done. But I'm really reluctant to do that given the risk of it being an MIA. It's not worth it to lose a staff member for something so small and relatively insignificant. We can get a sickly pair another time from this, but we would need to... Oh, that's actually increased our botany as well, so that's really useful. Interesting. Analysis suggests there isn't anything wrong with sickly pairs. Opening the facility's water valve should get things moving again and flush the oasis clean, though it won't be easy to get through the plants. Here's the blueprint for some plant camouflage. Stealth for plants by plants. The workshop project requires mulch, but it will help you make it safe and unimpaired. To the water valve. So, the Mulch-o-Matic is a custom contraption that can turn botany exhibits into mulch. Mulch is a valuable material that can be used in the workshop to create special cargo items and other equipment. It can only be made from botany exhibits. Finally, a use for all those dead and unwanted plants. So, we can do this. And what we could do is we could try and combine it with our sprinkler system. And the way that I'm thinking is we have 10 exhibits go and get 10 of those items from from here. So they go and get 10. We've got the water valve there. We need plant camouflage. I think it's just, yeah, it is just an obstruction. So if we send 10 exhibits to the allotment labs, we know there's only one thing we get from there. It's the sickly pair. So we'll go back out there. Birch is fine. We'll give Birch the first aid kit. We'll keep it at safe, and then we'll send them out there. So that is going to give us a boost to our exhibit survey level, taking it from 15% further up. We can research the sickly pair, but we can also place the exhibits. If we place 10 of those around the sprinkler pump level 2, we will automatically unlock the sprinkler pump level 3. So I think what I need to do is, we're going to finish this episode as normal, but in advance, what I'm going to do is I'm going to unlock sprinkler pump level 3 by placing 10 sickly pairs. I'm then going to turn them into mulch. To do that, we need to build or create the Mulch-o-Matic, and we have that there. So we can start that off, and we need to mulch 3 plants for that. So it all kind of feeds into each other. All I need is 10 trips to the allotment labs to get that done. And while that's happening, I can continue researching my Upper Antiquity Archives by sending more expeditions out there and getting them all unlocked as well. Victoria Pigmento isn't going to go. I need somebody who's level 5. We'll use the haggling handbook and make it speedy. And I think... Did we get that complete? Yes, we did. We fully completed the flying machine and the Jab Maestro, so that'll help our profits a lot. And we also have the analysis machine up and running. We there, and then we go. We have Moreau is back with a sickly pair. We will send that to our inventory. No, we're going to place it. We're going to analyze this one, and then that gets that out of the way. So the analysis is all done. Now we need 10 more trips to the allotment labs to get 10 more sickly pairs, and we'll keep these in storage until we are done. So all we need is the haggling handbook. We'll keep it safe because once again we're going to need it, or we could take a survey scanner. That is a better idea. We'll leave it safe, but we'll take a survey scanner. Yeah, and then we'll boost the pristine rating of them as quickly as possible. Then we can just do speedy expeditions to get the remaining plants that I need. That is probably going to be the best tactic. So when we come back in our next episode, I am going to have fully researched the Jab Maestro and the flying machine, and we'll also probably have our sprinkler pump surrounded by 10 sickly pears that we can then mulch down in the Mulch-o-Matic, but also have the maxed out sprinkler pump level 3 complete, because we'll have done that objective. If I just show you, once the Mulch-o-Matic has been created, I can show you what I mean. So opening our inventory, getting the Mulch-o-Matic and placing that down. We'll place it here for now. I'll also probably redevelop things a little bit as well. They hate litter and they just need one more bit to get their decoration buzz. Here we go. What have we got? It's a sickly pear. And that is fine. That is going to be one that we start to mulch down. But we need to place 10 of them first. Then we can start mulching. We're not bothered about them being like well looked after right now because we're not actually building a botany area here yet. But we have now deconstructed that, and actually perks can now be installed on my flying machine. And I have a buzz boost perk there. And what else do we have here? Anti-rust and an easy fixture, which can only be used on some items. Did I have anything else maxed out? No, we don't. But that's okay. We've got anti-rust, easy fixture, so that's fine. We'll leave it for now. But we are able to continue these expeditions, so let's start a brand new one. It's a sickly pear. To the allotment labs we go. We'll take... Birch Synthesis Moreau is still recovering from an injury, but that's okay. Right, so I think that's the plan. So what I'm going to do is, next episode you are going to see, hopefully we'll have the sprinkler pump level 3 unlocked. All of these will be fully researched, and we'll be ready to mulch some stuff. We have, I think somebody wanted to leave there. Yeah, somebody's threatening to quit, but it's because they need a break. So I'm going to give them a break. We're going to call our episode a day there. Thank you all for watching. I hope that plan made sense, and you will see its fully realization by the beginning of next episode. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.